just from the river to get some water. Oh. Hi. Good morning. Welcome to Learning Maths with Michelle. Whew, that was pretty heavy. Today, we're going to learn about improper fractions and mixed fractions. Well, as you have just seen, I had gone to the river very early to get some water for food. Come and cook, and for washing dishes, and for home. And I saw something very, very interesting. It was indeed very interesting. I saw a little girl near a tree, standing there with this huge, very big basket. And I think she was actually selling some fruits from what I saw. But the basket was very packed and it was so big and she looked so tiny. Oh my goodness, I had to go help her. Otherwise, all those fruits would have just gone down. So I went. Can you see her? Look at how small she is. Look at the huge basket she was carrying. My goodness. Oh, she could not lift it from her head. So I helped her, placed it on her, table. And she was really grateful. Yeah, later her mother came, I suppose. But I was keen to ask her age because she looked really small to carry such a huge, gigantic basket. At least that is how it seemed to me. And I asked her, "What's your age, little girl?" She told me, "I'm 9 years old." Oh my goodness. She was only 9 years old. Okay. So how many fruits are inside there? Oh, you have pawpaws, lots of them, mangoes, bananas, all of them. In fact, there were these huge pawpaws, and you know how heavy a pawpaw could be, just one. There were probably 8 and other fruits. And they totaled to 15 from what I saw. And this reminded me, as I was coming home, it reminded me of mathematics. And I thought it would be nice if I share that with you. So it reminded me of improper fraction. Because indeed, it doesn't look proper when a child has to carry a lot of stuff on her head. It looked abnormal, and in English you can call that improper. So, just from the image of this little girl, can you see? We have 15 over 9. When the denominator is way much smaller than the numerator, the number up, which is the numerator, when you see it like this, smaller and the numerator is larger, this is what we call improper. It's what we call improper fraction. Now, I came home, I found everyone had taken breakfast except me. But what was waiting on the table. Yummy breakfast. You know, as African, such a time we just like to roll and roll and roll and make some round, nice chapatis. So, whoa, I found two for me with some tea. You know, when you're so exhausted, you can't really eat much. So, out of this one, I just managed to eat a piece. I ate this one piece. I managed to eat just enough, just a piece. And I left 3 pieces for later. It was really good chapati, I tell you. So, you can see I left 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 pieces out of the original 4 that were there. Even though I've eaten it, it's here. We still have to remember the total number of the pieces at the very beginning. So, there's no way I would have managed to eat this one. It was for later. And this is still full. This is a knife that had cut it into 4 equal pieces, but all the 4 pieces are there. So cut into 4 and 4 are still there. It is equivalent to a whole, just like we've been doing. So, 4 out of 4 plus 3 out of 4, what do you get? You can easily count the pieces and know the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, we actually get 7 pieces altogether out of 4. Out of 4. Is anyone wondering why I did not write 8? If you're wondering, let me remind you something. This denominator, the denominator always shows us the number of pieces in which you had cut whatever you were cutting originally. If it was like my chapati and you had sliced it into 4 pieces, it cannot just turn into 8 by magic. It will remain 4. So it shows the total pieces in one thing, the total pieces in one complete full thing that you are fractioning or you're cutting. So we have to remember that this had been cut into 4 equal pieces and this had been also cut into 4 equal pieces, but we can all see that all the pieces are 7. Is this fraction reminding you of this little girl? It is reminding me of this little girl. Improper. So, when the numerator is way bigger than the denominator, we call it improper fraction. Now, we all agree that this is a whole cake. So, you could actually count the pieces and write it like this, 4 out of 4, or you could assume the cutting line. You could just assume and say, this is a whole chapati. This is full for me. It doesn't matter if they are in pieces, it is whole. And when you agree with that, it is indicated by 1 whole. So it is 1 chapati, 1 whole. Plus, we are adding the 3 pieces. So, in the end, we're going to get one whole piece, one whole chapati, and 3 out of 4. This is what we call mixed fraction. It is mixed. You see, this is a whole, and this is a full thing, and this is broken. So this is parts, this is fraction, and this is a whole. So when you mix whole and fraction, we call it mixed. So it is mixed fraction. I suppose now you can try some exercises. Let's just try and see if you have understood the concept, and I'll give you time to work it out before I give you the answer. So what if we had 5 out of 8, then we're supposed to add 5 out of 8, then we're supposed to add 7 out of 8. Tell me, what would be the answer? When I finish counting up to 10, you should be through with your answer, and then you work it out together. Good. What was your answer? What did you get? So, first we indicate it was cut. The 2 chapatis, they were cut into 8 equal pieces, but how many pieces are still there? So the easy way to count is to say 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you find out that there were 12. And so this is equal to improper fraction. Another one. Try this one. Now that you're good, I'll just count up to 5. Are you done? So, let's try this one. So, cut into 8 equal pieces. You see, the denominator is not changing. It has to be the same because you're working with things that are cut in the same proportion. So, cut into 8. So, how many chapatis are there? Easy way of counting faster. You break this one into 7 and 1. So, you can say 7 and 7 is giving you 14 plus 1, you get 15. So, it is 15 over 8. And this one is also equivalent to what? 8 pieces, and all the pieces are there equivalent to? Good. To 1 whole. So, it can be 1 whole and 7 out of 8. It was wonderful. working with you today. I hope you have learned the difference between improper fraction and mixed fraction. Thank you and welcome to the next lesson.